I mean, an 11 I could understand. Okay, that's two straight lines, fairly simple. But a 29's got curves. You see, that's complex. You see what I mean?
I'm not in the mood.
Okay, fine. But what if? You know what I mean?
Declan.
What if it's a message?
No what ifs today.
What, are you gonna tell me this doesn't intrigue you?
You know what? The next aftershock, when that's gonna hit, that intrigues me.
Tell you what, next aftershock, next natural disaster, I promise. I'll leave you alone, okay?
Declan, this guy probably drew the number himself. He's a media hound looking for attention.
Okay, what if he's not?
And I had become, in every respect, a fitting subject for the species of torture which awaited me.
What was that, more Poe?
Got a million of them.
You know, he'd have been the perfect man for you. Oh. Okay. You gonna tell me you don't see that? Now that's weird.
The city is only now coming to grips with what happened here this morning. We now have confirmation of 4 fatalities.
Supposed to clean
Area
up, Declan,
hospitals
not
have
read.
been overwhelmed by everything from minor cuts and scrapes to major injuries. People are still being evacuated from the downtown area. Families that lost their homes are finding temporary shelter at churches and
Library
schools.
book. Due March 18th, 1992.
Huh.
The city of Portland
wondering
is
what
on
happened to
edge,
that.
bracing for aftershocks. Our own Emma Shepard is standing by live.
Oh, hey, Emma.
Jay, we're following the story of one man's extraordinary reaction to this morning's quake. Mr. Bob Tolan, an accountant at Lanford and Wyndham, claims he received a message, a warning from the earthquake. The number 29 was etched in the sand by his toy pendulum, a gift he received from a co-worker this very morning.
Hope you didn't tell her about the 29 in the wall.
Mr. Tolan? Mr. Bob Tolan?
Hi, well, what are you doing here?
Well, we're hoping to understand what message the number 29 might convey.
Oh, well, I only know what I believe it conveys.
Which is?
Well, it's my belief. I wouldn't impose it on anybody else.
Well, the fact is, Mr. Tolan, the number 29 did appear in your tray of sand. If it is somehow significant, don't you feel obligated to share your interpretation with the rest of us?
Ooh, she's good.
I've always believed that the world as we know it would come to an end sometime during the new millennium.
The 29...
Is the exact day, 29th of this month, 3 days from today.
You believe that the world is going to come to an end 3 days from now?
Yeah, like I said, it's my belief.
He's what my grandma used to call nutsy cuckoo.
I'm just trying to make sure that I completely understand. Mr. Tolan, you believe that a pendulum, a toy in your office, somehow drew a 29 in the sand as a way of giving you a sign?
Sign of the coming apocalypse, yes.
Why do you assign such a disastrous meaning to the number?
Because it's always been associated with catastrophe. God will bring disaster on the city, Isaiah 29.
Copper, periodic table, element 29.
Stock market crashed, October 29.
Mae West's age every day till she died.
Many people believe that Christ died at 29 when he was crucified.
Many people.
And I just heard a report, the epicenter of today's quake was 29 miles below the surface, and its duration was 29 seconds.
Okay, bonus points for that one.
Gotta meet this guy.
Come on, guys, pick up the pace.
What do we need books for? I mean, if the school's just gonna get blown away.
You're not gonna stop learning.
Jen, check their things. Make sure they haven't forgotten anything.
Lose the attitude, Chris. It's stressful enough as it is.
Stressful. Yeah, really. It's the end of the world.
What's this? Is this a cage? Neil, when did you draw these? Honey, we're gonna be fine. Your dad's made sure of that, okay?
Come on. Mr. Tolan? Mr. Tolan? I'm Declan Dunn, professor of anthropology over at I know you.
Hi.
Hi. I've been seeing you on the news a lot lately.
Come here, boy.
Yeah, reporter.
Yeah, that reporter. She can be pretty... She seems to be awful persistent. Listen, what I wanted to talk to you about was the message that you received.
Yeah, no, I've said everything I need to say already.
Hey, what's his name?
That's Mole. It's my dog.
How you doing, Mole?
He's still a little spooked.
Well, we came to the right place.
The weird thing is he knew the earthquake was gonna happen. He started barking a few seconds before the ground shook.
Hey, this dog knows the future, Dad. Just like you.
It's enough, Chris. You have to excuse my son. He doesn't understand the true gravity of the situation.
Mr. Tolan, if you don't mind my asking, you seem like a family man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a devastating thing that you suggested here. I'm just wondering how you handle it. How do you tell them that you really believe that there's only 3 days left to survive?
Oh, no, well, my family will survive longer than that. We're protected. We'll fine.
Protected? How's that?
He's gonna seal us in a tomb.
It's a shelter.
You got some sort of a bunker?
Yeah.
Hello. Hi. I'm Declan Dunn.
Jenny Tolan.
Nice to meet you. How you doing, sport?
Hey, Jen, don't you have to get to the hospital?
Oh, yeah.
What's wrong?
No, nothing. Just checkups, refills, that sort of thing.
Hey, you'll have to excuse us. We have a lot to do.
Understood.
It was nice meeting you.
Pleasure. I mean, imagine your dad, or your husband, or some doomsday prophet prepping you to live in a bunker.
Well, I'm sure it's not easy for them.
Tell you what, why don't you talk to them? That'd be great. Your mother's bringing them in for one last checkup. That'd be a perfect opportunity.
I can't just walk in and do a consult.
Why not?
Because you have to be asked first by their physician. Yes.
Maybe you could at least talk to the doctor, you know? Fill him in. Peg, these kids look scared. The wife did too.
I'll see what I can do.
A horizontal pipe runs across the top with joints coming down here, here, and here.
Okay,
Another pipe runs across the bottom and it meets them.
gotcha.
Now feel.
It's wet.
Pipes must have cracked during the quake, and the leaks formed a pattern that just happens to look like...
Like a 29. Okay, so just a coincidence. No ominous message from the universe.
No, just good old-fashioned water damage.
Still pretty weird.
Yes, it is.
Mrs. Tolan? Hi, I'm Dr. Fowler. Dr. Evans asked me to stop by. He did? Yes. You must be Chris.
Hey.
And you must be Neil.
Hello.
Dr. Fowler, I'm sorry, is there a problem? No, I don't think so. But I understand that you want to fill more than a year's worth of prescriptions. Yes. We're going out of town. There's no pharmacies where you're going? It's rather isolated.
Yeah, like 6 feet under.
Dr. Evans asked me to come speak to you because I'm a psychiatrist. He feels you may need to talk to someone. About what? Well, I'm aware of your husband's theories. But how do you feel about moving to an underground shelter? Dr. Fowler, my husband has prepared us for this eventuality for years. And I realize that most people think that his theories are extreme, but he's very well educated. He believes the threat is real. And what do you believe? That I'm married to a man who puts his family above everything. Well, I don't doubt that, Mrs. Tolan, but expecting the end of the world, facing life in a bunker, I mean, your boys must be frightened. Our boys helped build that shelter. I mean, even use it as a playroom. Yeah, but the idea that... I do appreciate your concern, but we've made up our minds. We'll be fine. Come on, guys, let's go.
Okay, this table is programmed to simulate the exact motion of yesterday's quake.
Okay, well, I'm ready to rock and roll.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. Primary wave.
3, 2, 1.
Secondary wave.
3, 2, 1.
Rally wave.
3, 2, 1.